welcome to day 10 of the Mindfulness Challenge. We are 1/3 of the way through, and I hope you're well. Today we're going to be doing a longer sit, about 18 to 20 minutes, and today's focus will be the full wheel of awareness practice, which we've introduced in the earlier days, but really trying to see where we are in the hub now that we're further along in a practice. Again, the hub represents true awareness, pure, mindful consciousness. And from that place, we then can see the experiences that life brings us. That's part of our human experience. So just to remind you, in the hub is that kind of friendly flashlight, as we say, that just shines light on what is, without any opinion or judgment, just notices what's actually there in discernment, being able to see with clarity the truth, without having any need to judge. And the flashlight, or the hub, is the center of the wheel, and then from there, the spokes represent different experiences that we have in our daily lives or as humans. And on the rim of the wheel, that's where we find these experiences. We'll just follow along over the next 18 to 20 minutes on what it is to be in existence. So the first core of the wheel is our senses. Again, tuning in to each sense, because often we go into autopilot and we don't really bring attention to what it feels like to touch something or see something or smell, or even taste for that matter. We just often are on autopilot. And then the second core of the wheel is our physical body, awareness of the body. Really tuning in to noticing when the body is trying to give us some information, to bring us into attention. And instead of avoiding it or neglecting the body, we bring kind awareness to it, and we notice before it's too late how things are arising. The third core of the wheel, we're going to be with mental activity, thoughts and emotions. Noticing where the mind is wandering into thought, which direction, forward in the future, or backwards into the past, or if it's in the present. And then checking into the connection to our emotions. And then finally, on the fourth core of the wheel, the last quarter, will be on our relationships, our interpersonal relationships, and also the relationship with ourselves, which needs disciplined cultivation, especially with compassion and kindness. And through this process, we can actually categorize, we can place our experiences in daily life into any of those categories. So when emotions arise, that's quarter 3, which is mental activity. When the body starts getting tense or contracted, that's the second quarter, body awareness. When we notice the light in the room, that's the first quarter in terms of senses. And our relationships. So really, every experience in life can be put into one of the categories. So the more we practice this, the more integration we have, and the more opportunity we have to be more present with our experiences without judgment. So allow yourself to fully be in the chair and the cushion, and invite yourself to fully arrive. Wherever you've been all day, whatever you've been thinking about or doing, that's in the past. So spine straight, shoulders down, eyes closed and relaxed. And just notice the contact points. Just to start with, focusing on where the body is in the chair, on the cushion, and where we find the contact. And starting from the hub in pure awareness, we'll branch out in the first spoke, and that will be in the sense of touch. Noticing weight and pressure. Noticing whatever is arising in the places that you feel a contact. So if you feel gravity pulling you down, just noticing that. Feel like you're pulling yourself out of the seat, notice that. And notice where your hands are. Sit bones, obviously. In the chair, on the cushion, what the texture is, if there's softness or if it's hard. Then moving over to the next, we'll go to the eyes and sense of sight. Just noticing the light, the colors, the patterns. Noticing if the mind starts thinking, and while we're focusing on our eyes being closed but still seeing through the eyelids the light and patterns, if we start thinking, no judgment. It likes to think. We just bring it right back to our senses. And then moving to the sense of smell and the inhale and exhale. If there's any aroma in the room. And from there, moving to taste. Noticing if there's any leftover different flavors or different, if the moisture in the mouth or is it dry, any sensations on the tongue. And then move attention to hearing, allowing sounds to be there. Just gently bring attention to the sound as it arises, it comes into your ears, as it drifts away, and then wait for the next one. No need to have a story that goes with the sound. The sounds come into our attention and fade away, and the mind might go into thinking mode, and that's okay. We just bring it gently back. Now moving our attention to the next quarter of the wheel of awareness, gently making sure that the next breath your attention is on brings you back to the hub. And here we're going to check in and take inventory on the physical body right now. So notice sensations at your feet. And just gently allowing yourself to see with that friendly flashlight what the body is feeling or the sensations that are running through it. So starting at those feet to our ankles, and gently following the calves, and then wrapping your attention to your shins, gently moving up your leg to your knees. What angle are they in? Are they tight, relaxed? If there's any feeling from being on, maybe standing a lot throughout the day, or anything at all, any sensation we welcome. Moving to the thighs, and then curling attention down to your hamstrings. Sensations can be tingling, can be pulsations, it can be warmth or cold, it can be tight or loose, be peaceful or stressed. The body has all kinds of sensations, so we just curiously pay attention to what is. Noticing our sit bones, the weight. And then if at any point you feel distracted or you notice distraction occurring, that moment you bring back attention is mindfulness. Checking into the lower back, moving up gradually up your spine, mid-back, and then wrapping attention just gently around your ribs. And then from the ribs, kind of notice the breath in and the breath out, and the expansion, contraction, and then notice the stomach. Notice if the stomach is comfortable or uncomfortable, if it's full or empty, if the breath is natural and normal, or if there's some contraction. And then just going from that area of the stomach up towards the chest. And notice the expansion, contraction, and checking into the heart space. Checking if this heart space is tender or hard, open and closed. If each breath allows it to open a little more. And then moving to our shoulders. And then down to our shoulder blades. Is the back straight and relaxed, or is it hunched over? And then going up the neck. Maybe before that, just checking shoulders again and going and bringing attention to your arms, your hands, your fingertips, and gently back up to your neck. And then noticing the throat, and then the jaw. Is the jaw tightly sealed and clenched, or is it relaxed and loose? And then checking into the cheeks. Are they loose and relaxed? And moving attention to the nostrils, the cooler air on the inhale, the warmer air on the exhale. Gently checking around the eyes, the temples, the forehead, the eyebrows. Just an awareness. We allow ourselves to see what's here, and that already changes the path of it. So if we're tense or stressed, just noticing it allows it to dissolve in a healthier way. And gently allowing the body's inventory to be with us and noticing now what it feels like to inhabit this beautiful body that we have, this wise, strong, and powerful body. And now we'll move to the third core of the wheel. So here we are with mental activity. We'll start by bringing attention to the thoughts that arise. We'll make mental notes of what types of thoughts we're having. So future thinking, future thinking, future thinking, or even present thinking, present thinking, present thinking, or even further past thinking, right? And just looking for patterns of where thoughts arise from, where they begin and where they end, and how they connect, or if there's space in between them, or even more, if there's space for longer periods of time. So allowing the thought to arise, noticing what kind of thought it is, making the mental note, and then just waiting for the next thought to arise. And you might see that just by bringing attention, there's more openness. What is this next thought? Noticing if we get caught downstream and one thought turned into 20 thoughts, and then we realized and we came right back. The practice of forgetting and remembering is very real. I forget to bring attention. Oops, no problem. Come on back. We remember again. And noticing the connection to the mental activity of thoughts to the mental activity of emotions. What's sitting in your heart right now? Is it peaceful and at ease? And when we notice emotions as they arise, we really bring that compassion, that welcoming. Oh, there you are, sadness. You are not mine, but there you are. You're a visitor. Or there you are, joy. Also just a visitor. So really notice what emotions are sitting in your heart space right here, right now. And you might notice that they're temporary. You might have one emotion that shifts to another one. Just notice as long as you can. We'll allow mental activity to go into its own place and bring attention to the fourth quarter of the wheel. From that hub of awareness, maybe you need 2 intentional breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Here we're just going to bring to mind a few different people. The first one that we're going to send compassion to, loving kindness, heartfulness, is ourself. Remembering that truly your authentic self is so deserving of the love that you'd give anybody else, and that we forget about ourselves pretty easily. So in your mind, just sitting with the following sentences and truly visualizing and truly believing each word. So starting with, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with love, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with love. Just a couple more cycles of that, and truly hold yourself with that unconditional love. Now gently bring to mind someone that's hurt you, not a lot, but someone who's definitely challenged you. Might have been recently. And someone who we might not necessarily want to think about. But remembering we store a lot of emotions and thoughts in us. And the healthy aspect would be letting them flow like a stream that has no obstructions, no places that detour, just being with it. So putting that person in your mind's eye and just wishing them the following sentences. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. And do another cycle or two for that person, knowing that it actually does help. Specifically, it helps yourself because forgiveness is in kind of allowing things to be in the past are fully beneficial. Any negative circumstances we hold within us can be released through awareness, released through kindness, non-judgment, and compassion. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be loved or filled with love. And then to finally end, we'll bring to mind someone that no matter what, we see them and they brighten our day, fill us with love and gratitude. So putting that person in your mind, repeating, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. Do another cycle or two and really truly visualize and know that it makes a difference. And then now, just to finish, visualize your community, your city. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be filled with love. And then go greater out. Go into your continent or your country. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be filled with love. And then greater than that, go to the whole world, to the places that suffering might be deeply entrenched, to places where people are living at ease. And may all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be loved. And come back to your natural breath and allow attention to sit there. Gently give yourself the gratitude, and remember to give yourself gratitude practice. Honor that this time you take is highly valuable and important, and it's an investment that both benefits yourself and all beings around you. Have a wonderful day. See you at day 11.